The Quit India movement in Odisha. The British government's involvement of India in World War II and the anticipated Japanese plan to capture India led Gandhiji to declare the Quit India movement. On 8 August 1942, the AICC passed the Quit India resolution in Bombay, marking the culmination of the Gandhian struggle for freedom in India. On the next day, Congress leaders from across the country, including Odisha, were arrested, with H.K. Mahtab being the only Odisha leader arrested in Bombay and sent to the Ahmednagar Fort jail. The British government declared all Congress institutions in Odisha as unlawful through Gazette notifications on 9 August. By 10 August 1942, all Congress offices in Odisha were seized by the police, and prominent Congress workers at the district level were arrested. The large-scale arrests of nationalist leaders in Odisha resulted in mass fury and a boomerang effect on the British government's strategy to suppress the uprising. Leadership of the movement shifted to the younger generation of students, particularly those in Ravenshaw College. Students organized meetings, processions, boycotted classes, and engaged in violent activities, such as setting fire to government offices, assaulting officers, damaging railway tracks, and cutting telegraph lines, as a protest against the arrest of their leaders. The movement in Koraput district. Spontaneous popular outbursts occurred in various places despite the absence of leaders during the Quit India movement. Anti-war propaganda and the suffering caused by the war had prepared the ground for these spontaneous outbursts, even among the hill tribes in the Koraput district. The civil disobedience movement gained momentum in late August 1942 as people in distant villages defied the government authorities, attacking and burning government institutions such as post offices, revenue offices, PWD bungalows, and police stations. Telegraph lines were cut off in some areas. The Quit India movement turned into a mass revolt in the backward district of Koraput, which was predominantly populated by Adivasis. The Adivasis in Koraput became enraged against the British authorities and threatened to dismantle all government institutions. The British government suppressed the movement by arresting the leaders. In Jaipur, two boys carrying Congress flags preached the message of revolution on 13 August 1942, followed by hartals, strikes, and campaigns for non-payment of taxes. Congress workers organized large gatherings in important places in the Koraput district, leading to some workers being arrested on 16 August 1942. On the same day, a mob of 1,000 people invaded a taluka office, but they were dispersed by the police using lathi charges. Congress workers also engaged in picketing outside excise shops and shops selling foreign articles. The role of Lakshman Naik. In the Koraput district, during the Quit India movement, a violent mob burned down some records at the Lakshmipur police station. Lakshman Naik, an illiterate member of the UPCC, exhibited supreme heroism during the movement. He had a leadership quality and mobilized public opinion in favor of the INC and against the British government's exploitation. Lakshman Naik had previously been arrested for organizing a no-tax campaign in the Mathili area of Koraput district in 1936 and was involved in the individual civil disobedience movement of 1940 to 1941. On 31 July 1942, he attended a meeting of Congress workers in Jaipur, where instructions were given for the impending Quit India movement. Lakshman Naik organized an army of 200 men armed with saplings, cudgels, and lathis to fight against the British government. They marched through the jungle, damaged liquor shops, and attacked the Mathili police station on 21 August 1942. The violent mob assaulted the police despite warnings and injured some of them. The police then fired on the mob, resulting in 4 deaths and 4 injuries. Lakshman Naik himself was injured. He was arrested, sent to Berhampur jail, and falsely charged with killing the forest guard Ramya. He was executed on 29 March 1943. Lakshman Naik was not only a revolutionary but also a constructive Congress worker who had undertaken infrastructure projects in his locality with the help of his followers, such as constructing a road, a bridge, and a school. In the Peppadhandi area of the Navarangapur Taluk, the situation became grave in the last week of August 1942. A violent mob of 4,000 to 5,000 persons marched towards the Peppadhandi police station on 24 August 1942. The police asked the mob to disperse, but the mob attacked the police at the police station. In the ensuing confrontation, a subedar and a constable were injured, and the police opened fire, resulting in the death of 12 people and injuries to 14 others. 3 additional individuals died in the hospital. The movement in the Cuttack district. After the arrest of leaders, students from Revanshaw College and other educational institutions continued the movement in the Cuttack district. Approximately 200 students from Revanshaw College set fire to an office building on 15 August 1942. 2 student leaders, Surajmal Saha and Bibhudendra Mishra, were arrested and sent to Berhampur jail. UPCC workers posted posters in various locations urging government officials to resign and people to stop paying taxes and engage in revolutionary activities. Meetings were organized in Cuttack by prominent individuals, including lawyers, where resolutions were passed condemning the government's repressive measures and demanding the release of national leaders. In some places, common people became violent and engaged in revolutionary activities such as arson and looting. The movement in Jajpur. Jajpur subdivision in Cuttack district witnessed a high number of revolutionary activities. In August 1942, the revolutionary mob in Jajpur engaged in multiple acts of arson, including setting fire to police uniforms in 26 places, 6 canal revenue offices, 4 post offices, 5 excisable articles, 6 Zmindari Kucheris, and 4 PWD bungalows. The mob also targeted government offices, embankments, canals, and telegraph lines in various areas of Jajpur. In Binjarpur, a violent mob attacked police personnel who were escorting prisoners, leading to police firing to disperse the mob. In some villages, young men formed defense associations to resist police oppression in their areas. On 27 August 1942, a mob of around 10,000 people in Jajpur town marched towards the police station and subdivisional officer office. The mob was dispersed by armed forces using dynamites among the people. The movement in Balasore district. Balasore district experienced severe police oppression during the period. Congress workers actively organized revolutionary activities in remote villages, while students went on strike and schools were closed. Revolutionary actions included hartals, picketing of courts and government offices, and distributing pamphlets advocating for following the Congress program. Congress workers urged the public to plunder salt stocks, obstruct government servants, close schools and colleges, disrupt communication, observe hartal in factories and mills, break laws through civil disobedience, and demand higher pay and wages. Clashes between the police and violent mobs occurred in several places in Balasore district. On 17 August 1942, a mob of around 5,000 armed men attacked the police station in Bhandaripokri village, injuring officials, damaging furniture, and destroying records. They also set fire to the post office, dismantled a wooden bridge, and cut telegraph lines. The British government imposed a collective fine of 6,000 rupees on 12 surrounding villages as a penalty. Two leaders, Jagannath Das and Dwarkanath Das, both Congress MLAs from Balasore, were arrested for their involvement in the uprising. A clash between the police and a mob in Dhamnagar on 21 September 1942 resulted in 6 deaths and 5 injuries. On 28 September 1942, a clash occurred between the police and the people in the village of Khairadihi. The village is located under the jurisdiction of Khaira police station. During the clash, the police opened fire. 2 individuals lost their lives as a result of the police firing. 1 person sustained injuries during the incident. The police operation at Iram. Iram village in Basudevpur witnessed intense participation in the Quit India movement. On 28 September 1942, a gathering took place at Melanpadia, where the people resolved not to pay taxes. The police arrived in Iram to arrest some leaders, and upon their arrival, the people blew conches and about 5,000 individuals armed with lathis gathered. The police requested the crowd to disperse, but instead they attacked the police. The gathering area had a narrow exit, which the Deputy Superintendent of Police, DSP, closed off, leading to firing in the evening. The incident resulted in the death of 26 people and injuries to 54 people, although unofficial estimates suggest 35 deaths and 107 injuries. The tragedy in Iram is often compared to the Jallianwala Bagh massacre in Punjab. Following the police operation, Congress socialist leaders in Odisha formed an underground organization to continue the civil disobedience movement. So, this is the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. To get the note of this video, scan the above QR code or check description to get the link. Thanks for watching. Have a beautiful day.